Okay, this will be part 2 to the art dump that I decided to do. Everything that was in this box, art-wise, that I did, that I lied and said everything from 2016 and up was in there, but that business right there is from before 2016, which I kind of forgot that I didn't forget that I had, but I forgot that I put it in there as well. So I'm glad some stuff from before 2016 saved. Not everything, but this here is all inspiration, I guess. Well, not inspiration. What would you call it? The beginning to the graphic novel that I'm doing over here. So that's why I have some things over there that's related to it. And then that's the rest. This is like the beginning stages you guys will see. So I was thinking about organizing it to showcase it all, but I wanted to kind of reminisce again and be genuine with it. So we'll just flip through and see what we got. And I know this isn't the most presentable room to do it in, but I don't want to wait anymore, you know? I don't want to wait to clean my room. I don't want to wait to get this stuff out. I just got to do it. And first off, this is... I don't know if I should go character by character either yet. Maybe I should. This is Diane or Diana. I really don't know the name yet. One of the two, but I drew her recently. And this is her father, whose name before was Deontay, but his name now is Derek's. So definitely Derek's. Diane or Diana. That's his daughter. Oh yeah, there they are again. Nice. This is I really can't place a year on how old this stuff is. I think 2012, 2011 and up. Yeah, that's them. Really old stuff. So, oh, this is the main character. That's when I was gonna title it Blackheart, but name changed quite a bit. Zod is now a character. That stood for Son of Darkness. Oh boy. Oh wait, I said this is the main character, but that's actually two characters. This guy is that guy, Deontay. Well, who is now Derek's, but I called him Deontay before. And then he was going to be his twin brother at first, but that right there is the main character, who is Darius, who is that guy. There he is again. I really liked his design, so I just, stuck with it. But he's not even going to be that cool anymore. I decided to go a lot less fantasy-like and more based in realism, so... Really cool, though. Oh, boy. Here's some names, I think. Yeah. Names of all the characters and their last names. But I decided not to do... Oh, my goodness. Is that the tree? What? Family tree. Everything completely changed. I just did initials, so... I could go through every single one of these, but I'm not going to. I wanted to say, though, I got rid of everybody's last name. They're not going to use their last names anymore. And a lot of the first names changed as well. Haruka and Darius is the same person, which is the main character. His name is Darius, but he has to go by a cover name throughout most of the story, which is... I was going to say Haruka at first, but I decided to just go Aruka. So, yep. What is this? I think more names. Some elements, yep. Heavily inspired by Avatar, The Last Airbender. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I'm spoiling a little bit. There's one of the first character designs of the other character, who's like a ninja. Man, that's the main character. He has black fire. That's his specialty. Again, I don't know if I should just show these or go, talk about them all individually. Like, I might do another video just talking about each one. This is Darius again. That's Darius, sorry. This is his son, Danicus. You could tell I didn't have any sort of, variety in the way I drew. There's his old wings. So yeah, I had this idea for a long time. So finally getting around to putting some actual effort into it. Zod again. Stands for Sons of Darkness, which is... Okay, there's probably going to be a cut there. So if I know how to stitch the videos together, I'll do that. This is Zod, which stands for Sons of Darkness. That was the original idea between him, the main character, Darius, and his brother, Derek's, who used to be Deontay. So him and him were the Sons of Darkness. That was the old ass original idea. Now it's just, now Zod is an actual character. But yeah, God, it's so old. There he is again, main character. Super depressed vibes. God, these are all turned around too, so I can reveal it as I go. Hey, Darius again, and this is, I gotta talk about him. So, an assassin who is either going to be Noel or Noah. Names are super important in this story, names and language. So I'll say maybe 2 names for everybody, but I'm probably going to stick with Noel. I have a lot of notes that say Noah. It used to be Naruto, but that's too close to Naruto, so yeah, Noel is this guy, and he is an assassin who trains him. So they're like best friends, but they become frenemies and then straight up enemies. So that was one of the earlier designs. I still have some even older pages than these of when I first drew him. That's where I'm gonna get into the comics. Yep, there he is again. Super simple, nothing fancy. Didn't even have a story then. Oh, this looks good. But it was totally traced. That's gonna be Noel. That's his vibe, you know, so I'll put his stuff up there. Danicus, that's the main character's son, Darius' son, who I thought about giving wings as well, white wings, but not so much now. It's going to be different. And like I said, this is more of a showcase, not really like a character introduction, so I'll talk about it in another video. Danicus stuff is over there. I think this is one of the first designs for Deontay, long time ago, who is actually Derek's, that guy. Wanted him to be like a Reaper, so, and that's what he is in the story, so put his stuff there. Bang. Danicus, the main character's son, and this was going to be the other guy's son, but I got rid of him entirely as a character, so he's not even in the story anymore. But Whitefire is super important. I think I have a little thing down there. Not worth reading though. Whitefire and Blackfire are super important. I haven't talked about it yet though, because that's story stuff, and I'll get into that later. Cha-ching. Again, a lot of the character designs look the same. I didn't have variety. Ooh, I remember this one. I like this one. This is kind of their vibe in the beginning. Main character, and then the second main character. I'll just call him that because that's what he is. He's the other main character, Noel. That's them. Wind and fire. He has Blackfire, which is, like I said, super important. Yeah, put it right there. Ding. Noel again. Getting a little sharper with the design, but, you know, super simple. Put him up there. This is super old. Deontay, again, the Reaper of the story. Was this folded? Can you guys see that? Well, yeah. Those are like his 3 different iterations. And this was, you know, I was young, so I just did one of the coolest things I could think of. But story-wise, I got rid of that whole design idea, and now it's a lot more based in realism. Even that scythe is just not even a thing anymore. Oh yeah, this is a super old idea. He was gonna have a bone hand. Everything else about him was flesh, but he has a bone hand. And that was gonna be because of a whole different story plot that I got rid of as well. He touches like some kind of magical book that burns his hands away. A book that could see the future, but that whole idea is scrapped. Different now. Oh, this is his daughter, Diana. Her 2 sides. But when she becomes a Reaper, basically. That's what's going on here. That's when she wasn't, and that's when she is. Looks just like her father, who looks just like everyone else. Ba-bing. I think this is Darius. Oh, sorry, Deontay. Derek's is what I meant. I just saw the name up there, his 2 sides, which I figured was still the same. Yeah, he was like, of course, a Reaper, but like ghostly. Nobody could ever see him. There's a few cases where you could, but that's not so much in the story anymore. Hey, Endless, the king guy. Okay, this is more character bio stuff. This is centuries old. That's what it feels like. Naruto, who is now Noel. Look at that design. That was my best. Yeah, stuff not worth reading, but not yet anyway. I would like to get into it, but I'm just gotta flip through these as quickly as possible. Aruka, main character. It's so lightly sketched, and these papers are all so old. They're all yellow. Put Aruka stuff there. Aruka is also Darius. Don't forget. I don't think I did this one. I think one of my buddies did this one. We tried making up our own language. Toss it over there. Like I said, language is super important. Same with names and stuff like that. This is Noel. Anytime you see that, just tell it's him. Bang. Alright, there they are. I like this one too. This was my style right here. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I made a lot of comics that I don't have anymore with these characters. I have the very first ones down underneath, but I don't have the later ones that I did with these guys. But that was them. This was like the beginning. Not the beginning, because that's down there. But this was like the refined beginning of the story. When I started drawing them like this, and they were getting cooler. Like that there, see? Put them there. This is Danicus, and then the guy who I scrapped. I think his name's gonna be Kenai. Yeah. I changed it to Nikita later, but then just got rid of him after a while. Oh, look at that, the back. That's the main character. And then Noel, when you flip it, that's their sons. Well, it was supposed to be their sons. Cool. Yeah. I like that this is all facing backwards, so. Cha-ching. Blackheart. Now, an entirely different story from everything. But this is still pretty much the premise. He has the power of black flames. Super cool. Look at his shirt. He's like wearing a modern shirt, modern clothes, but they're like in medieval times. I had no idea how to draw that stuff though. Those type of clothings and whatnot. Those are the two brothers. Main character and his brother Derek's. Nothing on the back. Put Derek's stuff right there. Hey, this is the main character bio. I think that was the first time I tried drawing his eyes. You could barely see it though. Haruka Naimi, yeah, old stuff. Very old stuff. I'll read later though. Oh, here we go. Here's the beginning of the comics. This is the very first design. Should I flip them all around? Ugh. I didn't think we'd reach it already. Yeah, not worth looking, not worth talking over really. This is actually like a parody of the main beginning. See, they're in school, school days, because I was in school, so I drew all my characters in like a school setting. But I think this is the original, yeah. Still, they're just as old. I drew them on like the same days, but we'll skip through. I'll get to the story stuff later. Specific story stuff, specific character stuff later. But this was the passion of mine. You know, drawing comics like this with an old buddy. And it just goes on. Let me try to skip through these. I would like to show you guys the very, very first page. Which I think... Yeah, it's this one. Barely holding up. My God. Barely holding up. Look at that. There's a computer, even though I said it was like in medieval times. I don't know what I was doing. But that's the very first design of Noel. And pretty soon I'm going to redraw him with much more refined art skills. Yeah. Wait a second. Did I lie again? Is this not the very first one? This might not be. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, it is. You know why? Because this guy is the main character, Darius. So, that guy. So that was his original design first. They're both going to be ninjas. God, that's how old it is. I actually forgot that. This is going to turn into Endless later. So, the king guy, him right there. But, man, This is all too old. Yeah. Okay, I'm just like in the past right now, so let's move on. Let's move on. Oh boy, I'm starting to lose control of the papers. Let's just get flipping here. Some super old work. This is, okay, so before the comic stuff, we were doing like funny comic stuff. Comedy type comics. And this stuff is when it got more serious, so I think everything before is a little, not quite everything. This is going to be the book cover in Blackheart. That's what I titled it first. Those are my old buddies, my old pals. I'm sure they remember this, maybe. I wonder what their reaction to this is going to be. I don't know what this stuff down here is. This is probably just more... Okay, yeah, this is all unrelated. Unrelated to the main stuff. So I think that's it for this video, because that's all the main stuff. I can get more into that later. This here is unrelated, but just still comic book stuff. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what this is all about. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we'll just end it here then. Thank you for watching.